More tea! So it's a Festivus for the rest of us. So I'm going to caffeinate myself into wellness. That's apparently my plan for today. I actually just meditated, which is good. I needed to meditate. So I did that for a half hour. Oh, this looks pretty. How much is in here? I have been bad about writing down my reviews. So with community, let me show this to you first. Oh, can you see that? Can you see? No, you can't really. Can you see the little blue leaves in there? Yes, there. See little blue leaves? So I'm thinking this might be kind of Earl Grey-y. We'll see. Pop that in there. I'll talk to you about community in a minute. So this needs 3 minutes. All right, so I'll pay attention to that. It has black tea, orange, natural chocolate flavor, dark chocolate chips, cocoa nibs, natural cream flavor, natural orange flavor, and cornflowers. No weird synthetic flavor. The natural cream maybe is a little bit strange, but the cocoa is nice. So we will let that steep up. So one thing with the community is you get these community points, which can get you free stuff. So it can get you a free community cup, which with an infuser, which I want bad. And it can get you a free community box. So the way you get those is you post a photo to the community, you heart other people's photos. Every heart that your photo gets, you get a point for. I think you get 5 points for the photo, 1 point for hearting other for hearting. You only get 1 extra point for that, but then you get a point for every heart, because I was like, why am I accruing so many of these points? And I realized that every heart that my photo got, I was getting a point for. You get some points for saying whether you like it, you dislike it, or it's a meh. And you get a point, I believe, for giving a review. And you get a point for going on the chat at least once a day. So these points seem to add up pretty quick. It's like 50 points a day on average if I'm getting a lot of hearts on my pictures. And I'm not an excellent picture taker, so I know there's lots of people who get a lot more hearts than I do. But it means that after being on the community for about 2 months, I have almost enough points to get the free mug. And if I stayed on for another month, I would probably have enough for a free community box. So my guess is if I am consistent, almost every 3 months I would get a free community box, because I'm only going to get the mug once, I think. You can get other stuff too. You can get like cards, which will give you free samples. But the things that really seem to be the bang for your buck are getting the mug and getting the community box. So I am trying to keep up with that. And so what I do is when I do these reviews, I go into my TPal app and I write down my review so that I don't have to try to remember it. And I often take a picture. I don't have to try and remember it on the day that we're actually supposed to be drinking this tea. But I haven't been good about that today. So maybe I will do that with a Festivus for the rest of us. Smells creamy and chocolatey. Yeah, tastes creamy and chocolatey. That's nice. So I've tasted a couple of chocolatey teas today. I've tasted the Winter Solstice Retreat. I'm actually going to pour this all into my thermos so that it stops steeping, because I like how chocolatey it is and I don't want it to oversteep and then I lose all of the chocolate and creaminess to the bitterness of black tea. So I tried the Winter Solstice After that, I tried the Capricorn. And then this one, and I believe they all had some chocolate in them. And this is my favorite of the three. This is nice. Again, it's a fandom blend. So those are more expensive, so I tend to not buy those. But I will often look at what the ingredients are. So let me look up Festivus. I was just looking up how I'm going to do the rest of the month. So I think what I'm going to do is do the 25th, 26th, 27th, one video. Unless you guys are loving these every day, you got to tell me if you do, because I may continue to do them that way if you love them that way. But otherwise, I'm probably going to go back to doing 3 at a time so that you guys get longer videos, which is what I tend to prefer in ASMR videos. I want them a bit longer rather than these like 5 to 10 minute ones. But if you like getting them every day instead, let me know. So I think I'm going to do 25th, 26th, 27th all together, 28th, 29th, 30th all together. But then I'm going to do the 31st, the New Year's, on its own to wrap up the month, because the next month I'm not going to get the community box because there wasn't a ton on there that I loved, and I have a bunch of samples, plus I have an advent calendar from David's Tea that I would like to review. So I think I am going to do the David's Tea advent plus some of the samples as well. So let's see, I'm looking up Festivus, so we'll see what's in it. So Festivus, again, these are the blends that you can make when you are a member on the... I don't think you have to be a community member. I think you just have to be signed up with Adagio. So this has cream, and I think it's cream black, orange black, chocolate chip black, and cornflowers. So all of those extra flavors, the dark chocolate chips, the cocoa nibs, those are all in these other blends. So it may lead me to kind of want to try some of these other blends. This chocolate chip flavored, I don't think I have had yet. And that might be tasty because the chocolate's really good in this one. Maybe the chocolate and the cream. I might even buy both so I can mix them. And it says it's time to air your grievances and break out the aluminum pole. It really does have an amazing strength to weight ratio. Perhaps try your hand at some feats of strength, but please, whatever you do, no tinsel. So, lovely tea. My favorite part about the community is that I get to try these fan blends that I would not try otherwise, because they're very fun, they're very festive. They always have to do with the season for the most part, it seems. And I just enjoy them. It's a fun little bonus. So I hope things are going well for you. I hope you are having a good Festivus if you celebrate. And I will probably be back with another tea tasting this evening, because the last one before Christmas is an herbal. So I could have that later in the day when my son gets home and finish up all the way through Christmas, which would be great if I got to all that today. So it'll depend on how I'm feeling. You know, with these kind of colds, you can be like, I'm good, I was feeling great, and then crash. So I'm hoping, especially if I have 2 sessions this afternoon, that I don't crash. But I'm prioritizing my sessions. I don't want to have no energy for my sessions. So hopefully I can record this later. Also, when I'm not having this, so this is just the setup in my office. The sun comes in this time of year. It's not like this all year. It's this time of year, the sun is low enough that it comes in this window, and even with the blinds pulled, I get this kind of effect. And I have a light here, so you can see like it's a lot darker. If I didn't have the light, I have a light on. It just is. It is what it is. So I hope that's okay. I tilted a little bit to the side, so hopefully I don't have, you know, just marks across my face. But to a wonderful Festivus. All right. Bye, everybody.